So some of the preamble of why we got to autonomous sensors here at EMS is that point in time estimates are great and they're the standard, and you can develop some very great data sets with them. But sometimes, for various reasons, they might not give you the best information to make the decisions that you need to. And here's just a few reasons. So, for instance, you just take a tiny sample, say when it comes to groundwater or soil, you just take a tiny sample of a few grams or a few milliliters, and you're inferring some results about a large area from just that tiny sample. The Just based off the recent end to the NHL season, I was just thinking that a good analogy is like you watch 1 minute of a hockey game, and in some cases, you see that 1 minute, you know exactly how that whole game's going to go. But other times, it might not be as indicative as you think as what the outcome's going to be. Another reason is that samples vary quite a lot day to day, and particularly seasonally. You can also have variability due to sampling technique, whether you're using low flow or Baylor approaches for groundwater. You can have a lot more recharge from rainfall that'll dramatically change your results. And then one of the more, I guess, hits home kind of reasons is that manual sampling it's expensive, and it's kind of difficult if you've got a lot of sites in your portfolio to try to triage that. So potentially some questions get left unanswered, like how do changes in water table affect fluid stability? As you know, you have a rising and falling of the water table throughout the season, and that goes through your smear zone and changes the dynamics there. You know that there's some kind of natural source zone depletion going on, but unless you're measuring it in real time, you don't have a good handle on what rate that's occurring at. Or it could be that there's some kind of active remediation, whether it's an SVE, an MPE, or some biochemical biostim. You want to be able to, because some of those systems are very expensive to operate, particularly over a season. And so it's better to find out sooner rather than later, say when you're reaching that, say, diminishing return. It'd be good to be able to, if you could, say, shut off the system sooner, that could save you a bit more money that could be put towards something else. And this is a comment we got from one of the engineers on our team. She's on our technical sales and has a lot of conversations with site managers and consultants. And they said we spend a lot of time and effort to sample sites year over year up to a decade to try and move a site to closure. It's a difficult process each year to prioritize sites and budget. So we want to understand risk and get liability off the books. So there's the timeliness here. We were just at the Battelle conference in Denver, and we see that a lot of sites often are on the books for decades. And if you could shave a few years off that would be really helpful.